I mean, it's like if I hear one more time from a 23, 24, 25-year-old professional that they have a terrible manager, I'm going to lose it. I mean, you have some super talented young people that just simply aren't getting good leadership in their career. And all of a sudden they think they don't like this job, or they don't like this industry, or they don't like this company. And I'm just sick of hearing that we have millennials or young people that aren't driven and don't care. I mean, I've talked to some really high potential young professionals, and to hear what they have to go through about having a manager that just doesn't care about them at all, it's like, it's a problem. And I'm just sick of it. We need better managers and better leaders in organizations, because I really believe people want to be led. And they're just not getting it in their organizations. It's a real old school way of thinking, and I'm just sick of it. And I just want the current workforce that manages people to be enthusiastic and have a lot of passion and come into work not for themselves but for their team, because they're not the ones that are, getting the trophies anymore. It's got to be about my team getting the trophies. It's got to be about the people that I'm leading, these 23, these 24, these 25, and much older. It's got to be about them getting the opportunities and having the success. And when that happens, when you're developing these people to become the very best version of themselves, then the manager looks fantastic. And I just don't get why they don't have that mindset. It drives me crazy.
Do you think the leaders are the same age, or are they an older generation?
The vast majority that I hear this from has a manager in their 50s that are like on the kind of the last 10 years of their career, getting ready for retirement. And I hate to put people in a bucket because it's really not fair. I know there's a ton of great managers in their 50s and 60s and 70s that do exceptional jobs. But it's just a consistent theme that I'm hearing. And it tends to be in bigger companies. It tends to be in these publicly traded organizations that feel like if they were gone, it wouldn't really matter. So why does it really matter how well I lead? And again, I know big time generalization, but it's consistent in these conversations that I'm having. And I would argue that if we can get more people to lead correctly in larger organizations, people would like working there a lot more.
There are also a lot of bad leaders that are young too.
Yeah, it's really not a generational thing. And it's not fair to all of the really great bosses and managers that exist that are older. Because I've seen a lot of 35-year-olds and 30-year-olds that are now managing teams that still come to work only thinking about themselves. So it really isn't an age thing. Maybe it's just these 10, 15 conversations that I've had.
Do you think that the bad leadership is passed on by previous leaders, or where does it come from?
I think bad leadership is passed on because of what they've seen or what they've experienced in their organization. I mean, think of it like almost like a fraternity, okay? Like hazing continues to exist because the previous class was hazed. So they're going to go haze the next class because they had to do it. And, it's taught. It doesn't mean it can't be changed, though. That's the thing. Like, people can choose. They can see something or experience something that was wrong, and they know it's wrong, or they know they want to be a better leader, and then they have to make a choice. They have to take a mindset shift and be like, I'm going to do it better than what I just had. I'm going to do it better than what I just experienced from my manager, because I know it's the right thing to do. We're a more self-aware generation, and it's super important that we do it in organizations leading people. So it's not fair that it's not a generational thing. It's an individual choice thing. And that's what we need. That is what we need. And I don't want to hear from one more person about how bad their boss is. I really don't. Because When that happens, we have an unengaged workforce. We have people that don't like their job. We have people that don't know what they want to do, why they exist on this earth. And it's sad. We spend so much time at work. And you have all these super talented people that it's a paycheck thing, man, and it's sad. And it's a leadership thing.
How do you start to fix the problem?
It starts with individuals choosing that they want to lead differently. That they want to do it better than their previous experiences. It takes people putting in the work to become a better leader and to go from manager to leader. That's what it takes. Yes, our organizations can invest in them and build programs around it and can talk about leadership and create a leadership culture. I mean, all that is super important. And the statistics show over and over again that is reality. The organizations that do this, they get better performance, so it matters. But if you want to know how to fix it, it starts with individuals choosing to lead better. And that takes work. And the reality is most people don't want to do the work. They don't want to get up and not think about themselves. They want to think about themselves. But what we need is people that aren't thinking about themselves, but they're thinking about their team. And when that starts to happen, and you get people thinking about others and trying to create a better place for the entire group, just not for a select few or for themselves, then you start to get some real change.